Go find out. Feeling free. Free to live my life.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and Happy New Year! Wow, we have made it to 2021. How exciting! What better way than to start your New Year's day than with a brunch that you can enjoy with your friends and family. And that's what I have for you today, a New Year's Day brunch. Again, welcome to the channel. My name is Nancy and I'm with Nancy's Nibbles of Life. I do Weight Watchers videos. I'm on the blue plan. I get 23 points a day. I'm going to kill it in 2021. I hope that you join me on that ride. I also do some travel vlogs and beauty vlogs. So if you're a subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. If you are just browsing, why don't you consider subscribing? It really helps my channel out, and we got some fun stuff to do in 2021, so I would love to have you on the team. So today's video, again, is a New Year's Day brunch. I have a great recipe from the Simplified cookbook. It's a strudel using phyllo dough. I also have a wonderful cocktail, and it's a wine spritzer, and it starts your day on a refreshing note for the new year. So let's get into today's video, and once again, Happy New Year! All right, guys, my cocktail this morning is a grapefruit and pomegranate wine spritzer. I love wine, especially white wine, and spritzers are such a fun way to enjoy 2 or 3 drinks without getting too rowdy, if you know what I mean. So for our grapefruit pomegranate wine spritzer, we're going to use a fresh grapefruit. My neighbor brought this to me in a holiday basket for the holidays, so it smells fragrant. It's right out of her tree. Can't wait to use that. I have a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc here, and also I have some sparkling water. In addition to the ingredients that I just mentioned to you, I'm also going to use a pomegranate syrup. This is so good. I'm going to use 1 cup of wine, 2 cups of water, and 1 tablespoon of the pomegranate syrup, and that's how we'll make our wine spritzer. So let's get started. I'll show you how I do that. guys. That was very easy. I love the color of this wine spritzer. It's like a pale pink. So pretty and refreshing looking. Let's go ahead and add it to our 2021 wine glass and give it a taste. Cheers! Happy New Year! Oh, that's refreshing. That fresh grapefruit is so sweet. And I think 1 cup of wine is just enough. By the way, using the measurements that I gave you, 1 cup of wine, whatever white wine you enjoy, 2 cups of that seltzer water, 1 tablespoon of the pomegranate syrup is 3 points. So there are 4 servings in 1 picture. So 3 points per serving. So cheers, enjoy. All right, on to, before I have too many, on to our recipe for the day. Okay, guys, so for today's recipe, I found another good one in the Simply 5 cookbook. For our New Year's Day brunch, we're going to have a broccoli egg strudel. And it is, again, in the Simply 5 WW cookbook. The recipe is 5 points for the green plan and 4 points for the blue and the purple plan. I am not using broccoli though. In place of broccoli, I'm going to use some spinach. You know, sometimes I have substitutions to recipes in the cookbook, and that's real life. You have to make it work for what you have. I got to get rid of some of the frozen foods that are in my refrigerator from 2020. And spinach is on the list. It's up for the list, so it has to get out of here. So we're going to use spinach instead of the broccoli. So the recipe calls for nonstick cooking spray, frozen broccoli florets. We're going to use the spinach. We're going to use 10 sheets of phyllo dough. I have this brand that I found in my local Ralph's grocery store, which is Kroger nationwide. I'll use 10 sheets of this Athens phyllo dough, 4 large eggs, salt and pepper, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and reduced fat cheese. Now, it's calling for Jarlsberg cheese. Never even heard of Jarlsberg cheese. So I have some cheddar jack that I'm going to use. And so essentially we are mixing our eggs and cooking those low and slow using a rubber spatula. We're going to roll out our phyllo dough and lay it on a prepared baking sheet. And then we're going to lay the eggs onto the phyllo dough and roll up the phyllo dough so it makes a strudel. So I'm very excited for that. That sounds so good for our New Year's Day brunch. Also, I have a little leftover Christmas ham that I'm going to be adding to the strudel. Just because, who doesn't like egg, cheese, and ham and a little bread? So phyllo dough is very thin and crispy, and it presents so beautiful and elegantly. You're going to love this to present this for your New Year's Day brunch. So let's get cooking.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. We time, you I know how to
Okay guys, now that we have our egg mixture cooked along with that spinach, and word to the wise, if you're going to be using any frozen product that is stringy, like a spinach for example, my suggestion is that you place the frozen spinach into your bowl, like a glass bowl like that you've seen me use. Throw it in the microwave for a couple of minutes and let it defrost and get warm that way. Once the timer goes off in the microwave, let it sit for another minute or two and allow the water to settle. And then take your spinach out and rinse it in a paper towel. Drain it, I should say. So place your spinach onto a good sturdy paper towel and wring it so that you get all of that excess water out of the spinach. Because if not, you'll add it into whatever ingredient, like your eggs that you're cooking with, and they also become runny and watery. So just remember to thaw your spinach and to wring it dry using a paper towel so that you have good products that you're working with from the beginning, because whatever you do in the beginning will impact the end result of your final recipe. So you want to get it right. So good little tip for you there if you're using frozen spinach. All right, now that we got our egg mixture already, I'm going to move on to the phyllo dough. If you've never cooked with phyllo dough before, don't be intimidated. I was at first, but it's actually pretty simple. You roll it out and the sheets are very thin, so you have to work quickly so the sheets don't dry out. And in between each layer of phyllo sheets, we're going to add some cooking spray so that, again, these sheets don't dry out. Alrighty, watch me. Let's go. Okay, that strudel is in the oven, and the recipe said to roll that phyllo dough up like you saw that I did, and to cut slits on top so that the steam will escape. It also said to add a little cooking spray onto the top. I added the egg mixture on top just for an extra shiny coat. You don't have to do that. Won't cost you any points, just for some added flair to my strudel. Now, it says to cook in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. And when it's done, let it cool on a wire rack for 15 minutes. And then we'll cut it into 6 slices and see what it looks like. I'm so excited. I've never done a strudel before, and there is nothing like presenting something really beautiful and new and fancy looking like a strudel to your guest on a New Year's Day brunch. So you gotta give it a try. Okay, let's see it come out of the oven, and then, you know, my favorite time, the taste test. Okay, meet you back here. Hi guys, in the spirit of cocktails, New Year's, and all things good, I have a special guest today, and it's my sister. Say hello, sister.
Hi, everyone.
I thought it would be fun for her to try my grapefruit pomegranate wine spritzer on camera and let us know what she thinks about it. Again, you can make these cocktails not just for WW, but anyone in your crowd. So, you ready, Lenore, to give it a taste?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, here's your flute.
This is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. And remember, this should be refreshing and light and perfect for a New Year's Day brunch. Tell us what you think about that. Cheers.
Cheers. I love the color. I mean, it just looks like something that's inviting, and
Yeah.
I don't know, that's going to be really good. Let's see. That's very good.
Okay.
And it's a surprising citrusy twist on it.
Right, because of the grapefruit. We use fresh grapefruit.
I love how light it is, and I didn't expect that little refreshing kick to it. I didn't, and it's just sweet enough.
Right.
I don't want it to be too sweet, you know.
Yeah. Especially after a night of partying for New Year's Eve. You want your New Year's Day cocktail to be light and refreshing and airy, and that's what the grapefruit does for you. On to the food. Okay guys, that strudel is out of the oven. It's so pretty. Look at that golden color to that. I just plated it here on my platter before it slides off. Let's get a taste. Too many spritzers. All right, so the best thing about phyllo is that it has this wonderful crunch to it. So let's cut it, put it on our plate, and see what it tastes like. See there? Oh, so crunchy. It's like a little hot pocket. Look at that. Doesn't that look tasty? Oh man. Okay, let's get it onto our plate. Okay, here I go with my spinach and cheese and ham strudel. Remember, I added some of that Christmas ham. I love the crunch of the phyllo dough. Ugh. All right, let's see what this is tasting like. That was a big bite. can you go wrong with spinach and cheese? You just can't. It's very good. Also alongside of this, remember, don't forget those refreshing grapefruit and pomegranate wine spritzers. So clean tasting. Yeah. It's going to be a good brunch. Wow. Guys, again, so simple and just something that will impress your guests. So give it a try. In the meanwhile, I'm going to finish my wine spritzer. Enjoy my New Year's Day brunch with those that I love. And again, Happy New Year to you guys. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Invite someone who's on a new Weight Watchers journey to come on over and check out some new fun recipes. I do what I eat in a days, and again, I got so much stuff for 2021 happening. I'd love to have you with me. So until then, bon appetit and cheers! Happy New Year!